According to a study released by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Virginia Tech Transportation Institute, 80% of crashes and 65% of near crashes involve some form of driver distraction. The distraction occurred within only 3 seconds of the vehicle crash. Defined by the official government website for distracted driving is known as any activity that could divert a person's attention away from the primary task of driving. All distractions endanger driver, passenger, and bystander safety. I know that most of us here are not only guilty of texting and driving, but also doing something as small as changing the radio station, changing a CD, doing your hair, doing your makeup, looking for something in your purse, talking to passengers, eating or drinking, and also one of the other major distractions while driving is using your navigation system. My name is Kathleen Wood, and today my focus is going to be to persuade you to not drive distracted. My goal is that you will think twice before you not only put yourself in danger, but put someone else or many other people in danger. Statistics have shown that over the years, the number of crashes due to distracted driving have increased drastically. According to the official U.S. government website for distracted driving, in 2011, 3,331 people were killed in crashes involving a distracted driver, compared to 3,267 in 2010. An additional 387,000 people were injured in motor vehicle crashes involving a distracted driver in 2011. After having someone injured in a distracted driving accident, it's a really big eye-opener. You don't know what the people really go through until you see it with your own eyes, and it really showed me that something as small as listening to music too loud and glancing at your cell phone can hurt a lot of people and injure a lot of innocent people. This accident could have been prevented if the task at hand was being focused on. So now I'm going to show you just how dangerous texting and driving is. According to VTTI, drivers who use handheld devices are 4 times more likely to get into crashes serious enough to injure themselves. Text messaging creates a crash risk 23 times worse than driving while not distracted. And 23 times worse, that's a lot. Sending or receiving a text takes a driver's eyes from the road for an average of 4.4 seconds, the equivalent at 55 miles an hour driving the length of an entire football field blind. So if you receive more than one text message while you're driving, or send more than one text message while you're driving, that's a really long way if you multiply that by football fields. Driving while using a cell phone reduces the amount of brain activity associated with driving by 37%. Now I'm going to be talking about the age that is normally compared to distracted driving. Teenagers are much more likely to get in a crash due to distracted driving, according to VTTI. In my opinion, this is because they are not mature enough to understand what operating a motor vehicle means and what a big responsibility it is. According to the official U.S. government website for distracted driving, 40% of all American teens say they have been in a car when the driver used a cell phone in a way that put people in danger. And for drivers under the age of 20 involved in fatal crashes, 19% of those distracted were distracted by the use of cell phones. According to the Brain Injury Alliance, there are many precautions that parents can take to keep your children safe. You can set an example, of course. Don't text and drive. Don't talk on the phone and drive. Make sure you discuss and enforce all the new laws that are being put into place. Every state is different, and just making sure your children know that is very important. Discuss unsafe driving situations like driving distracted. And choose a safe car. There's a lot of new cars now that you can plug your phone into and it won't let you text and drive until your car is in park or until your car is stopped at a light, which that's a really good invention. So today I have covered what distracted driving is and some heart-wrenching statistics. Before I leave today, I would ask that you make a pledge to yourselves to not drive distracted and remain focused on the road. No text message, phone call, food, or song on the radio is worth your life or someone else's.